and welcome to Gamer Talks podcast. This has been a bit of a delay for this episode, but this is the March episode, and this time round we've got me, hi Arcade, we've got Cactus or Mikey with us tonight,
Good evening.
and we've got Busta or Johnny with us tonight as well.
Evening.
Good
Yeah,
evening,
everybody
good
loves
evening.
Buster.
Yeah,
It's good to have this back.
first
yes,
one this year.
It is easily we
Yeah,
did
yes.
January, the end of December, and then we kind of missed February because I wasn't here, and then we didn't really have time. So we've not done anything till now. But because we've been a bit constrained with time, we haven't really prepared anything for today. So we're just going to kind of waffle about bits and pieces that have been happening. But we'll start as we always start with what we've been doing. It's been 2 months or so. So Andy, what have you been doing? And don't say studying because we don't want to talk about
I have been doing a shitload of studying.
that. I know it's like
Um,
that. No.
I have been playing a good bit of games though as well. So a few of my friends who don't really game much, who do game really, but it was more like on Switch games or in things like that. They both
like
got
casual.
they just got gaming PCs. So over the past few months, when I've not been doing the podcast, I've been gaming with them. We've played like a bunch of different online games, and it's fun to be playing with people where like this is most of this stuff that they're seeing is new to them. Like most of the mechanics, even like survival games or anything like that. And the biggest response from them that I got was like one of them. She said that she feels like she's been cheated because she didn't realize how good PC gaming was.
Oh,
Like she
yeah.
feels like she couldn't get used to using the two sticks for aiming and the triggers for shooting and stuff like that. So like first person shooters were pretty much like off limits to her. She liked like Mario Kart, Super Mario Bros, platformer games. Whereas now she's on PC and it's like the whole mouse movement and stuff like that is like it feels so much more natural and she can actually get used to it. And she's like, I finally see what people are talking about. with PC
Yeah, I
games."
just feel like PC got so many more options as well. You can use various peripherals, and
Mhm.
there's just more games and ways to play and everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So with them I've been playing a few games. I finally started playing Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah, I watched a bit of
I started a co-op campaign with that. It's amazing. We've actually got a list of games that I've been playing
that. Oh yeah.
over the past 3 months. Ones that I've
3
just tried and ones that I've thought were good and that I played quite a lot. So like Metal Slug Tactics, pretty fun. Scare Ritual is okay.
Oh yeah.
We've
That
been playing a
multiplayer
little
one,
bit more. Yeah. More Lord of the Rings Return to Moria with Duncan Pook, which has been quite fun. We're getting near the end. We've been having a lot of troubles with server issues. Pookie actually rented one of the, I think is it Nitrado servers that they actually recommend from the game launcher. And it was shit. It was dog shit. It didn't
Yeah,
work.
it was pretty
It
terrible.
ruined the game. It just it fucking broke the game pretty much. So we've reverted back to me hosting it and we're getting towards the end.
That's good.
I've also been playing Space Marine 2 with Pookie and Busta.
Yep.
Tried out that new Humanity game that finally got its 1.0 release.
Oh yeah. Is it any good? I know you've been
It's
talking
okay.
about it a lot.
It's,
so.
if you like survival zombie things, it's a bit like a dumbed down version of Project Zomboid, but fully 3D instead of like one isometric
Oh,
kind of
right,
view.
okay.
Do
Do you think it's got like potential to be better though? Or?
If you like that sort of game, it's got a lot to offer. If you like zombie survival, if you like the idea of a DayZ type game, but it's top down 3D, it's quite cool that way. It's kind of like DayZ, kind of 7 Days to Die, along that sort of line.
Yeah.
It is janky, but it's all survival games are buggy and janky, so expect that.
Yeah, just like something you get, you know.
And I've also started through Yakuza Like a Dragon, the RPG turn-based one.
Oh, I saw you played that. It looked really good.
Yeah,
actually.
you did the stream with me recently, and I am thoroughly enjoying the story in that, so I'm going to stick with that. I've also been playing through Chronos. I didn't get the new Resident Evil yet. I'm getting it in a few days' time, so I'll report back next time with my results. But I'm playing Chronos. The New Dawn instead, and that's actually like it's a fucking really good third-person, over-the-shoulder survival horror game. set in like a sort
kind
of like
old-fashioned control style, you know.
a sort of like alternate universe, alternate reality where everything went a bit wrong, and set in like something went wrong in Poland in the 1980s, and now there's this alternate sort of futuristic kind of thing going on. It's good. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Cool. Okay.
I'm sure there was something else. Dark Souls Remastered. I'm playing through that on stream. If you want, to watch it.
Yeah, I was watching you on stream walking home through work playing that
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
I am thoroughly enjoying that. So there you go.
It's just too hard for me because I'm a noob.
That's the
It
best
is.
thing about it, though. It's like it's a battle of attrition. Like it's split into segments, so it's like even the worst player can get good at it if they persevere.
Well, that's it. I mean, you were what doing? You're trying to take on this big stone monster, and you're like, "Oh, I'm looking at it with a sword." They went, "Oh, I've got a club. Maybe I'll use the club." Well, this worked, and as soon as you done it, it just kneecapped the boy, and he went down like a ton of bricks. So, quite literally. So,
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah,
There's
I
always
mean-
that sort of like unexpected stuff happening in that game, and that's why I like it because, like, yeah, you repeat the same area a bunch of times, but the first time you're going through it, it's creepy as fuck, and it's this really cool exploration kind of
Yeah,
experience.
it does look cool, but then it kind of becomes that sort of grind thing, you know, where you grind
Some of the areas,
same
yeah,
level and area loads of times.
Mhm. and a lot of the times you're confused as to where you're going, wondering if you're going the right way. It's one of those games where it expects you to chip away at it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but folks said that like Fallen Jedi had the same kind of combat.
Yeah, it was the Jedi. Those games were like super heavy inspired from the Souls games. Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
so I mean, I enjoyed the combat in the Fallen Jedi Fallen Order. Right? Yeah, so.
Yeah,
And that was really fun. I thought the first one was way better than the second one, though.
Oh, the first one was excellent, especially near the end.
The second one felt like it had a lot of bloat in it because they were like, "Oh, big open world version of this," and it's like, "Nah, man, stick with the Metroid type that you had going on the first one." That's why it was. It was like smaller and more well curated instead of like, "Oh, big open world," and there's so much more
Yeah.
sparse stuff. It was like, no,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a smaller, more focused one with the detail in.
The open world one was just wow. It was nice exploring it. The side stories were pish, and I ended up just digging the side stories and just following the main story. And the main story was good if you love Star Wars.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it didn't hit the same notes as the first one either, though, right?
no, that's it. But it depends how big a Star Wars fan you are.
Yeah,
Because,
I geeked out at the end of the first one with that whole
yeah.
scene with, I'll not say it for spoilers, but it was a good that whole section at the end.
Yeah,
of the First
that
one
whole
was good.
geek bit.
Yeah.
But the second one has more lore in it, more Old Republic's lore in it.
It does,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Even when it was like there's certain character deaths that were supposed to hold a lot of weight and be really dramatic, I was just like, you know, it was like,
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
cares.
I enjoyed that. It still wasn't as good as the first one, but I enjoyed both of them, and the third one will be coming out at some point.
yeah. The first one was just better designed, better
Like,
paced.
better gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got another new Souls game coming out by From Software, the actual Souls
yeah.
game team. And I don't know if it's Switch exclusive, but it looks like they're going back to that kind of Bloodborne aesthetic. So I'm excited
okay.
for that. And I've got my Switch 2 sitting charged. So it's going to be a good excuse to pick that up again because I've not really used it since Donkey Kong.
Don't need an excuse, but it's nice to know you've got one.
Yeah. Anyway, what you guys been playing?
Well, Johnny, you go first.
Well, I'll not be too far. And I've not been playing a lot, to be honest with you. I've just with work and family life. So I've really single player games. I've started playing the Mafia.
Oh, I watched you. Yeah.
Started a bit of that.
That's alright.
Well, for a game for 2002, yeah, it was excellent. I also I've just bought Resident Evil Requiem.
I'm so
Have you?
jealous.
Me and the stepson, I with halfers on it, so I'll be playing that hopefully this week when I get time. Yeah, so that's upcoming, but I've not really been playing much online. I've been doing a bit of Battlefield 6.
Or Hunt Showdown with me.
Hunt Showdown with Andy. We tried out the Marathon Bear
Oh yeah, I forgot to say.
the other night.
What did you think of it?
Like I say, we only had a few games there. To me, it's like a cross between Apex and Arc Raiders. I just think Arc Raiders done it better. The UI is horrible. The UI is designed for PC. It's got that Delta Force kind of
D-pads
UI.
work with it.
Yeah, it's shit for consoles. What I do like about it is with the crossplay, you can have console only crossplay. So that means we can still play against Xbox players, but not PC players. I like that.
I really
and
like that, yeah.
I think games, especially FPSs, and that should be the standard practice, that you can switch off PC, but you can keep the Xbox. Because I know Battlefield 6, you switch crossplay off, you can only play against PlayStation users, not Xbox users. So
Right.
I think that should be standard across all.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Yeah, no problem. So I think that should be standard.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
just
a
think
good
it's like
option.
like I said, to me it's across very bright, and me and Andy didn't have a clue what we were doing. First game we went in as a duo, and you were coming up against teams of three,
Yeah.
and we called something in that made a shitload of noise.
Oh yeah, I saw you do that.
We called something in, and it just
Yeah.
it kind of
Like makes
drew
it more
attention
difficult.
to us. Thingy. So, yeah. Give me a duck. Sorry, my dog's being an idiot. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'll be right with
Fuck,
you.
alright. We like
Alright,
dogs.
so the game's very bright. The gunplay seemed okay. The looting was a bit funny though.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I don't think I'll be spending 35 quid on that.
No.
Um,
I've seen you playing the Far Cry 5 as well. Was it Far
No,
Cry 5?
so last night me and Andy started playing Far Cry
Aye.
5 last night. I was going to get at that. Give me a second.
Can you do
Yeah,
the story multiplayer?
yeah, you can do it in co-op missions.
Oh, right, okay, that's pretty cool.
So that's it. Again, that's a PS4 game that's you can play for, and it's free in the PlayStation catalogue.
Yeah. Alright, okay.
It's one of the Far Cry's always one of the games, Mikey, where you can just jump in and just have a bit of fun, eh? Like me and Andy were last night, so we'll probably go back and play a bit more of that.
I know, it looked pretty
But-
good for what it is.
For what is that? Yeah.
Because like
So,
you say, it's a
yeah.
PS4 game that's been kind of ported and patched and stuff. That looks alright.
Is
So
Far Cry 5?
yeah, Far Cry
Aye,
5.
yeah.
Good fun. Still looks good, still plays fun. It's still just as buggy as ever. But
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it was good. It was a good laugh. You know what
Aye.
I'm saying when
I
we
was-
played, and we can play a bit more of it for a bit more of a laugh.
aye.
You know, and just enjoy
daft play
ourselves.
games.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Sometimes that's what gaming is, so you just play for a laugh, you know? Play for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was disappointed with 6 after how good I thought 5 was.
Well, and especially because they had what's his name, Carlo.
Yeah.
Ferrano, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. Be Breaking Bad, and you thought it's a typical Ubisoft game. They make great adverts, trailers. They make good trailers, and then they fuck up the game.
See that a lot,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just like, even the map was all flat, and I don't know. It's just, yeah.
So like I said, not much. I'm still obsessed with Hunt Showdown, and I think Andy's getting putting me on mute when I'm messaging, when I'm messaging come back to work. I need my hunt fix. I just love that game. I love it. And, you know,
It is really good. It is very good.
I am so
recommend it. Like,
addicted to that game.
yeah, I
Just
think
like-
we recommend it at least once an episode, so we'll do it once more, or once again even, and just say play Hunt because it's fucking amazing.
Play
All
Hunt.
the zoomers that are going to like fucking 360 no scope you in the gooch while you're
and you know, slide about fucking 10 meters towards you while accurate aim, because even Battlefield 6 has got that, and you're not meant to have that in Battlefield 6, but folk are still playing it like it's fucking COD.
Yeah, if I shoot a guy in the fucking spine like 4 times, he shouldn't be able to slide about on his fucking arse and then get back up.
Exactly.
Bam, he
But
won.
yeah, no, so apart from that, not much. Let's say I've got Resident Evil coming up and I'm looking forward to playing. I might actually play it more and stream it and make Andy jealous, you know. So.
I'm not watching. I'm spoiled. I'm radio silent.
Don't go watch me.
I'll come in and just spam all the abuse and leave
You can help me when I get stuck, because I will be fucking getting stuck a lot.
Well, my brother messaged me and he said he thinks he's the best one out of the newer ones that they've done since they started doing the remakes.
It's had some great write-ups. What I've seen there, so
And most of the Resident Evil games are split between 2 characters for the most part, and it looks like this one they're really leaning into one action.
The boy he's completed it already.
Oh,
What was his review? Spoiler free review.
And he enjoys it. He enjoyed it.
Good.
I mean, I've not had a major in-depth conversation with him, but he enjoyed it and he loves all the resis. For some reason, he doesn't love 1 or 2, which to me, I compare every Resi game to 1 or 2 because that's what I first played.
Like
It's
the
a weird one
original
because
game, yeah.
they made the original one, and everyone's like, "This is amazing," and then they remade that, and the remake was on the GameCube. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But they remade it that well that it doesn't need to be remade again, because it used the same idea of where it's like not 3D backgrounds. Like the only 3D models are like the characters and items or other characters on screen.
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
use these cool kind of high resolution pictures and work that into how the character moves about in them. And it made it look timeless. So when it came to it's had a huge comeback now. When they did the Resident Evil 2 remake, everyone was like, "This is fucking amazing," including me. But they skipped 1 because they're like, 1's fine. We give that a remake, and the remake's like it's timeless. It doesn't need to be done again.
Yeah.
Even though I would like it to be done in like the third person over the shoulder kind of view.
Yeah, well, that's it. The boy doesn't he like the fixed camera
Yeah.
thing for the early ones. He likes the later ones, but
But the Resi 2 remake, I would recommend that to him. If he's looking
does
for
that
one.
take away the fixed camera? Does it? I think he's
Aye, the
probably
remakes.
because he.
The remakes over the shoulder. They remade 2 and 3 and 4, and then they made. Well, they didn't make them in that order. They remade 2,
Mind you,
3, 4, and they made the 2 new ones was 7 and 8 with Ethan, which was the Biohazard one, and then the Village one,
Yeah,
which was closer to Resi 4, and then Resi 9 is the first one that's gone back to the mainline story along with Ethan in the events with Raccoon City and stuff. So
Okay.
it's the first time, like all the Resident Evil nerds have got huge boners for this because it's the first time we're getting like more original mainline story lore stuff. So.
A long time. Yeah.
and not going on a subgenre like spin-off of the Resident Evil universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to remake 5 and 6. I think they should just retcon them and pretend they didn't happen. But I think it looks like
Five. I played the demo for 5, and it was dog shit. Sorry.
I liked it. I liked it back in the day. But it was more like a guilty pleasure
No,
than
but
a good
I
game.
hadn't picked up a Resi fee, I think 3 or maybe 4.
Aye, it was just so far away from being a Resi
No,
game.
I think it was 3. I think it was 3, the last one I played. And I went and played the demo in 5, and I just went, what the fuck is this? What have they done to Resident Evil? Yeah.
In the first one, it's like you're part of like a special enforcement team and dropped in the middle of nowhere. They've all been killed or split up. You know, you're in this gigantic, elaborate haunted house. It's like a really creepy escape room, and
Yeah.
you've got to figure out how to get past one or two zombies with 3 bullets and one herb. Whereas then, by the time you're at Resident Evil 5, it's like an 80s buddy action movie where Chris Redfield's in the middle of an active volcano,
Yeah.
uppercutting a giant boulder into little pieces.
The Fast and Furious that.
Yeah, and then by the time you get to 6, they're doing kung fu against the zombies, and they're doing backflips off of skyscrapers while shooting at helicopters with RPG launchers.
Matrix stuff.
That's what they've done. They've done what the Fast and Furious movie franchise has done. They've went, all right, we're in this world, but we're going this way, and now we're going to space in a car. Fuck off! Just give me the story, Anyway,
They watched The Matrix too many times, I think.
yeah, I think so.
I mean, The Matrix is a great film, to be fair, but
It's not a survival
I'm
horror.
telling you, The Matrix said in 1995, that's when 1998, that's when humanity went fuck. And it's very true.
It's when he stepped in line and we ended up into the worst one.
Yeah. Anyway, let's. Mikey, yes.
Cactus.
What we playing?
well, I can't remember when I last kind of spoke on this about what I've been doing.
Just want to get a drink, that's it.
So obviously I completed Winterborn, I think I told you that in January. I got something called The Sinking City off Andy's recommendation. I have to say it's excellent.
I knew you'd like that one.
Yeah, Sinking City, if you don't know what it is, it's like a detective game in a sort of alternate Lovecraftian kind of slightly fucked up universe. A more like a Dredge type universe. And it's just very, very good. It's got the sort of the puzzle solving side is from something like L.A. Noire, so it's excellent. And the Lovecraftian sort of Dredge kind of world is just really interesting, full of weird creatures and people and stuff. It's got just lots of cool features. I mean, it's kind of got a Marmite feature where when you're solving a case, it doesn't tell you anything. So you've got to read every detail to find out where you're going. You've got to look at the map and decide where it is yourself. You've got to, devise your own clues from newspaper cuttings, whatever it is. The game doesn't tell you anything.
What game's this? Sorry, I stepped away.
The Sinking City.
Sinking City, yeah. I've seen you streaming it.
Yeah. But yes, so it's incredibly unforgiving and makes it difficult for you, but then that's kind of what makes it fun, brilliant, rewarding,
It's a good balance between the horror stuff and the detective stuff too.
Yeah. It is really well balanced. The only problem is the combat is pretty poor.
I didn't rate the combat either.
No, it's got a decent selection of weapons and stuff in it. You get grenades and you get a submachine gun shit, but the actual usage and kind of covering and shit is a bit crap. And the camera doesn't follow the character, so you've got to use one button to move the character, another one to move the camera, another one to fire your weapon. It's like, I don't have 3 hands. So it's a bit frustrating. And then you try to jump over things backwards because the walking's a bit funny, and it just the port's a bit janky and not as well set up as it could be. But the actual gameplay is brilliant. I love it. And just the cases are really interesting. It's got lots of lore, which I like. The kind of story behind what's going on. There's like an overarching story. It's just really, really good. Really enjoy it. And then I got it for like £12, which I thought was brilliant for that. So you get the remaster and then you get the original game
good.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're making a second one, so I might get that at some point as well when it comes out. Well, so I got into Fallout 4 as well. I was watching the Fallout TV show, which is really good, by the way.
Excellent.
It's a bit of a slow starter, but it's really good, really interesting,
Season 2's just off the charts.
Oh, I can't wait to get into that. But I was watching season 1 and I kind of like, this is really good. So I was speaking to Andy one night and he's like, well, Fallout 4 is probably the closest game to the show in terms of like where you are, what you do and stuff. because the characters in the show aren't from any one game, they're just generic characters and things, you know. So it's not like linked to a game, it's more like they've taken the idea of, you know, being in the vault, being in the wasteland. And then Fallout 4 is probably the closest to that, so I started playing it, and it's really, really good as well. I'm really enjoying it. It's not the sort of game I usually play, but I can't get my hands off it. Again, it doesn't run the best. Maybe I've got the wrong settings on or something, I don't know, but it doesn't run as well as I'd like it to. But the actual game is really good fun, really interesting. And again, there's a lot of lore. The combat's better, obviously, because it's more combat focused. But there's also, like, not clues to find, but, you know, you'll get clippings and holotapes and things about what happened and what people did and things. And there's just lots of things to find, lots of little side quests, because obviously it's a big Bethesda game, that's what they do. I just think it's really good.
Yeah.
But again, it's unforgiving. Fallout, you will die a lot, you will get trampled, you will have weak weapons. Especially in the beginning, I was getting quite annoyed because the leveling is quite unlevel, if that makes sense. So when you might be like level 1 or 2, a shitty little beanpole with a pistol, but the creatures you go up against are still fucking level 20 with submachine guns. So
yeah, it's not like a Skyrim where you can really just go anywhere you want with Fallout. It's kind of gated off with difficulty.
No,
in
there's
so
not
many areas.
really I don't know if it's a balancing issue. They meant to do that. I'm not really sure. Like,
I think it's their way of sort of locking some parts of the game off until you're level up enough, you know.
kind of, yeah. I mean, you can still walk in there. I mean, you just can't kill everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game's really interesting. The world's really interesting. The way it's kind of laid out, the creatures and everything. I just think it's great. So I've been loving that. I picked up a game called The Dark Side Detective on Epic Games. It was a freebie. I'd heard of it before. I got the follow-up before, but I never played it, so I got the first one. And it's like... It kind of plays out like a detective show, like you'd watch on TV, coupled with Minecraft. So it's all in pixelated blocks, the episodes. And it's a bit kind of funny and ridiculous at times. It's not
What's this
serious.
called?
It's called The Dark Side Detective.
Oh, I did watch you play a little bit of that.
Yeah.
The pixel art was very blocky though.
It's very blocky, which is nice, but then it's also like, it looks very kind of basic and, you know what I mean? Which for the type of game they made is fine, because you don't need fine details and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does kind of look like a children's cartoon or something. But the way the game works is there's like you get 6 episodes or 6 cases to solve. So you do the first one, you'll the second one, you do the second one, you'll the third one, so on. So you've done all 6, and then when you complete the 6 cases, you get 3 bonus cases. So there's 9 altogether. And I've done the 6 main ones. And, you know, they're okay. Each one takes about 40 minutes to an hour, depending on what you do. It took me a bit longer because I had to restart one of them because I fucked it up. The cases are quite interesting. Like, the first one's like a child that's disappeared through a portal to an alternate universe, and they can't weird shit like that. There's also another case where there's been like a zombie breakout. That's in the final season or episode, or whatever you want to call it. So I thought that was cool to solve. Just a couple of hours gone to complete that, you know. So that was good.
You like those kind of games, though? They're like the old point and click type ones.
Yeah, it is a point and click. But it was also like you start to solve puzzles and that. You couldn't just run around and do what you wanted, you know. Which I thought was fun. You know, I thought that was fun. And then the only other thing really is I've been playing a bit of Cities Skylines 2 again. I just jump into it now and again to see how it's getting on. And I think I said to you guys in one of your streams that the new studio have put their first patch out, which is good. But the problem is they've kind of focused on the way it looks, so like lighting, shadows, the UI, stuff like that. Which is all very good, except the game's still crap. Really? It doesn't have what it's meant to have. It's still very janky. It's not smooth. It's missing all of the finer control you need and the information you need to run your city and things. It's just not like Cities one you can kind of forgive because okay, that was their first game and there was a lot of DLC and they were still learning and whatever. Now they've kind of they've changed studio altogether because the IP belongs to Paradox, the publisher, and they got rid of Colossal Order, brought in this new studio, Isolate Studios, who are part of them, like under their umbrella. So let's see how it goes. But I said on one of the indie shows, I don't think it's going to end well, but we'll see. But yeah, at the moment they put out the first patch, you asked me if it was any better, and I said 50-50. I don't even know if it's that, to be honest, because most of the time you don't even notice. Like, a large part of what they've done is to do with the amount of cloud cover in the game and the lights at night. If you're on a sunny blue map during the day, which you are 50% of the time, you don't notice anything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, well, they've focused on things that are like number 45 on the priority list, you know what I mean? So it's a bit mad. But I gave it a shot. You can still play it. You can still make a game out of it. It's just, it's quite frustrating to play. Which is kind of why I don't sit and play for hours like Cities 1. But, and then the only other one we've played really is I've been playing Repo with you guys, me and Andy and Nick and Dunk playing that. Repo's good fun.
Yeah, Repo's always
nipping our heat to get back on fucking what the trials, Outlast trials.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm a big fan of that game as well.
We need to get a game of that soon.
Yeah,
right, I've got a good list of stuff for us to talk about.
I've got a list as well.
March is actually a fucking banging month for games, by the way.
I haven't got anything ready here, so tell me what you've got.
Well, Johnny, you may want to take it in turns then. We'll get through your lists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want, and they might be very similar. What if I maybe share this in Discord to make sure it's not the same one? But anyway, my list starts off with Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered.
Oh,
nice. Yeah.
Which is remaster the first two Soul Reaver games were quite recently, and this is the final game in that trilogy. Yeah. So it's basically brings you the usual visual and audio tweaks to bring the 2003 game up to scratch, as well as old visuals if you want to play the game as it was originally presented. A special treat for the cartographer sickles out there, the map of Nosgoth is getting a big upgrade and will be loaded with new details to help you track everything. So I've never played any of the games, so...
I played the Soul Reaver games, and I used to think the character design for Soul Reaver was so cool. He had like the long sort of... It was almost like a demonic kind of poncho that he had. And I never played any of the Legacy Kain ones, but it was one of those things where people really got into it. I think the people who liked it enjoyed the idea that they were playing like a kind of anti-hero, like he was basically an evil vampire. It was a bit like God of War in that sense. But I never played the Legacy Kain ones, so this is cool. It's a good wee opportunity to jump in it.
I've never really got into the kind of games, unfortunately.
They've modernised the camera. Updated with new HD graphics. See, I like that where they just they keep the game the same, they just upgrade it so that we can actually see the models better.
Yeah,
everything looks
that's
better.
what it's saying. It's saying it's just the tweaks to the graphics and the audio. But if you want to play it as it was back in the day, you can still play it. Yeah.
And Legacy of Kain is one of these series that has been sitting on the shelf for a long time now. It's had a few cancelled games. I think there was a few ones back in the day. There was on like early 2000s and the 90s, like PS1s, and I think even on like fucking like Dreamcast and PS1 and stuff like that as well. The top-down old school 2D ones were even on PC and stuff, but it's been left since 2003 was the last time that they had an official new Legacy of Kain game. So we've had these remasters of the Soul Reaver, and now we're getting the remasters of Legacy of Kain. But alongside that, maybe not alongside that, and the opposite side of the month. So and just to say, Legacy of Kain Remastered comes out, and that's on the 3rd of March.
Second of March.
I've got the 3rd on Steam.
I've got the 2nd of March on the site. PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, and Switch.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, I've got the 3rd
And,
as well. But...
It kind of
Fucking
leads
it's
into
this article's wrong.
Well, we've also got the Legacy of Kain Ascendance, which is the first new game in the Legacy of Kain series since then. Enter the Dark World of Nosgoth. Ascendance is a fast-paced 2D action platform, yada yada yada. It looks like a sort of Metroidvania. It's got kind of old,
I
think
like the way
like 16-bit graphics, think like pixel art. I think like a Sega Mega Drive type game.
Yeah, I quite like stuff like that. The only problem is I can't really do fast-paced games. You know, that's why I never got into Hollow Knight and that. I can't really react quick enough for that.
Well, if you're a fan of this series anyway, it says it's reuniting the old school voice actors.
Yeah, okay, well, that's kind
for the
of
characters.
blast
and it
from
has
the
its own
past
original
awhile.
score. And it doesn't tell much about the story, so
No.
the name is Ascendance, so maybe it's about Kane's ascendance and
Ascending to the
ascension
throne
into
or
power or
something, I don't
whatever.
know.
But that's at the opposite end of the month at the 31st March.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
Ascendance.
So, according to this site, there's another thing coming on March the 2nd. It's a expansion to World of Warcraft. It's called Midnight.
Oh, the one.
It's the 11th expansion. And it's a return of one of, pardon me if I get this wrong, Azeroth's most iconic settings, and it's going to cool Tallies. Sorry, Brooks, I know he's Warcraft. Players will have the work cut out for them as to form alliances, push back a massive void invasion, and Blizzard is also introducing several major gameplay features, progression updates, and refreshed onboarding systems for both new and returning players.
Nice.
So, yeah,
no.
that's. I don't think any of us are massive World of Warcraft folk, are we?
No,
Well,
I
not
did it
really,
well
but-
back in the day.
Think
Not
Nick
really,
and
but I know
Dunn were
there's billions and billions out there, so...
Nick was really, Pookie was really into it.
Poots was right in it. He lost a long time on that, he says.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't think any of us will be playing that. So next one from that I can see here is March 3rd, and it's Scott Pilgrim EX.
Oh, yeah.
It's great fun.
And it was the wee bit that the article drew up. It says it wasn't too long ago that Netflix brought Brian Lee O'Malley's two-fisted hero Scott Pilgrim back into the spotlight with a well-received animated series. And at long last, the Toronto native is back for another retro-inspired beat-em-up adventure. After his bandmates are kidnapped, Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers hit the streets for battle against time, space, against a gang of demons, robots, and the most nefarious of all, vegans. The game will feature 7 playable characters, each with their own arsenal of special attacks, and up to 4 play offline and online co-op. So yeah, the wee screenshot that's there, it looked really retro, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
loved the
a,
first one that they did.
Side-scrolling.
Like a good,
Yeah,
at
like
least
a-
10 years ago.
like a 2D beat-em-up side-scroller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like Streets of Rage or River City Ransom, but the first one had loads of good like RPG mechanics and stuff in it.
Like it's like that sort of animated comic book style, you know.
hmm And the series they put on Netflix is actually really good too. It's like it's like Scott Pilgrim does Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego type storyline to it.
Oh,
Really good.
yeah.
Have I ever got into Scott Pilgrim?
I liked it, but I was like when I picked it up, I was the demographic for it. Like I was a little lovesick teenager at the time. I started reading Scott Pilgrim, and I was like, he's just
Yeah.
like me. But
Yeah.
that's why I geeked out on it, because it was like it was aimed at me at that time.
Aye.
But it's funny to see it now. It's still going, and it's been like at least a good 15 years later.
I know it's been around a while.
Even had the
now.
movie with like Michael Cera and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that it keeps having a comeback.
Yeah,
Every
and
few
they're just not thinking it. It's again, it was I missed that. It's not my generation. I didn't even come onto my radar till the movies hit. You know,
I
so
thought, for the record, the comic books are way better. Get the comic books if you're going to get them.
Original
Yes.
comics are always the best, though, really, aren't they?
I had the special
look at
edition
one of the
box set.
gameplay trailers, and it does. It's side-scrolling beat 'em up, Streets of Rage retro cartoon. You know,
Man. And you could add some great nights playing the first one with these kind of games where you get like
Yeah.
a couple of buddies together, some beers, and
Yeah.
you know,
Couch
playing
co-op
till 2 or
and-
3 in the morning, just playing. Yeah, man, good times.
old school vibes of playing the computer, having a drink, and smoke with some herbal if you're into that. And
Yeah, big
Yeah,
hot
all the
box room
crap.
smelling like sweat and beer with Scott
sweat,
Pilgrim
beer, and dope.
plastered.
So that's coming March 3rd on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and the Switch.
Nice.
Shall I just keep going with my list then?
Well, I've got one. I was going to say it's in the same vibe as the retro stuff.
Go for it.
It's a new Starship Troopers game.
Oh my god.
That's on my list. That's on my list.
And it looks like, well, it's like they're doing it as a retro shooter.
This ultimate bug war thing.
Bug War.
Yeah.
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 I think this looks like great fun. It looks like a 90s or 2000s first
It's
person shooter.
designed by Warhammer 40,000 bolt gun developer Arrow Digital.
Oh, nice.
No way.
The
And
game
Bolt
was
Gun
large
is amazing.
areas full of missions, bugs, and FMVs featuring General Johnny Rico, who actor Casper Van Dien once again plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming on March the 16th.
It's got these great
Oh.
segments in it where it's like live action, like actors
I'm
talking
just-
to the camera, like
Has it? I've got I'm just getting the trailer up now to have a wee look at it. Yeah, listen, Starship Troopers are fucking awesome. You know, and do you know what? I see a meme. There's memes out there that says being an adult is realising why Johnny should have took Dizzy over Carmen. And that is very fucking true. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, anyway, no, I love that movie. I love the set. And they already brought a game out, but unfortunately at the time, Helldivers 2 had dropped, and I think it got overshadowed,
yeah, I think it was early access as well, which didn't help you.
Yeah.
But this is a single player one. Authentic retro FPS experience. Lead your squads through epic battlefields in a solo campaign packed with missions. There's over 30 iconic weapons. This is the classic
Yeah.
Raider rifle, mechanical
good.
bipeds, the tactical nukes. It looks fucking cool, man. And the graphics, think Half-Life 1. If you played Half-Life 1, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like a high-res Half-Life.
Yeah.
Old school graphics.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like.
And video and audio starring General Johnny Rico himself. Witness the legend return in full high quality. FMV is actually using the old school fucking. That's great.
Yeah.
I'll be getting this. I love a good solo shooter, single player shooter.
No, definitely. I'm with you on that. And that looks really interesting. It's really interesting how they're bringing a lot of retro vibe back to a lot of games these days.
Yeah, and they did absolutely banging with Bolt Gun. That had, what was it? Rahul Kohli played the main character in that. And the actual game was fucking boss. So you can see why they then got trusted with the Starship Troopers IP after that, you know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, there's always going to be like a market or a following or whatever for single player games. Always. Like multiplayer games are good for having fun with your friends, whatever. But there's always going to be people wanting to play a good single player game.
That's where I'm at now. I'll have like one or two online games that I'll play, but most of the time if I'm gaming or sitting down to play a game,
Aye. Well, we've got a few,
probably single player.
and we'll do it a couple of nights a week or whatever. But a lot of the time will be spent by us playing a single player game that we like.
Mhm.
Because
Well, you see, a lot of my gaming comes from being online, and the gaming's my socialising, so that's why I play a lot more online games than story games these days.
depends on your work pattern, your life, and that. But generally,
Yeah, family life and that. But if I was a single man, I'd be playing a shitload more fucking story games than what I do get now. So,
I prefer the smaller
unfortunately,
ones. Like that's what we were saying earlier, Buster, about Resident Evil and stuff like that. Like those games, like
well, they
we were
kinda
saying
have to
earlier,
be single
they
player.
don't go on for that long.
No.
You know, you'll maybe what was it? You said he finished
18
it in
hours. I
about
think it's
18 hours.
18 hours.
And that's
I
like
think.
if you're taking your
15
time and
to
looking in all the
yeah,
nooks and
yeah,
crannies
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Aye.
See, it's like that's cool for me because
Yeah.
compare that to like Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like the story is going to cost you about 40 hours or something like that. And
Yeah, it took me.
like-
I think when I done Ghost of Tsushima, it was about 40 hours.
Aye, like,
Took me like 6 months to complete.
and don't get me wrong, I love an epic game. I love an epic movie, like Lord of the Rings, and like games like Tears of the Kingdom and Zelda, the new ones, where they really want you to chip away at them over a long time. But I just, you know, if a new game come out like Ghost of Tsushima compared to Resident Evil, I'd probably go the Resident Evil.
I think
Well, that's one of the reasons why I've no really went for Ghost of Yoti yet. Just
That's what I meant to say, yeah, Yoti. Because I was kind of looking at the two of them as well, being like, I don't know if I Ghost of Tsushima was the first one that I got a platinum trophy on because I enjoyed it that much. I did everything. But then after it, I was like, I don't know if I could do another game like that, you know?
yeah.
I think it's maybe like an age thing or something. It's like once you've played, 25, 30 years of the same game with the same character, you get a bit like stale,
Nah. I don't think it's that. I think
It's more
I
like,
think what it is when you're older, especially if you have a family, you've not got the time to put in a 40-hour game.
Well, there is a bit of that.
even
as
like
well,
the
yeah.
burnout on it, like
Oh,
if you
but
play a
the-
game for that long and you're
you
doing
know-
all the like side quests and stuff like that, and it's like you're kind of burnt out on playing that game before
Yeah.
you've got to the end of the main story. And it's like what we were saying earlier with Star Wars, some of the side stuff and a lot of the
Because
side
the
stuff
side stuff was shit.
boring,
If the side
bloat,
stuff's
yeah.
I mean,
good,
that is an issue.
And then it's like you don't really, and then the time you've got restricted time to play your games. That one's took up so much of your
Yeah.
time already, and it's not
Yeah.
been that fun. It's kind of burning out. You've got a stack of other games that you really want
Yeah.
to play too,
Yeah.
and your time is still restricted, so it gets put on the shelf.
No,
And you don't really
I'm
pick
with
up
you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm with
It's
you
not.
on
It's a
that.
bad game. It's like, come on, I got to at least like this has to be manageable.
I think my reasoning, and a lot of folk my age with a family, a partner, and a stepson, is it's time. It is just time. So a lot of time, I'm not going out partying or anything that often. So I get a couple of hours to have a drink, relax, and I want to speak to folk when I'm having a drink and relaxing. So that's why a lot more in my online games. But games that I love, that I know I love, story games. I mean, the last story game that I think it was Spider-Man 2, and
Yeah.
I platinumed that, and that only took me 20 odd hours.
Isn't that very good as well? And I thought that was the first one. I got a platinum on that, and I've installed the second one. I was thinking about playing that, and it's
And that was
similar to
sorry.
Red Dead Redemption 2. It's like one of the best games ever made.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
played the fucking thing just because it's like a commitment to get through that thing. You know, like it's
no. The commitment to platinum is thinking the actual story you could probably do in 20, 30 hours.
Yeah.
right? So it's like Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm saying? If you want the completion, it's going to take you 40, 50 hours. If you're just going for the story and side missions and that, it's only going to take you maybe 20, 30 hours. I mean, I think The Last of Us was, what, 18 hours, something like that? 15, 18 hours?
Yes,
Last of Us, yeah, but Last of Us is like, that's linear, you know, with
That's linear. But the problem with these games, right?
Red
so
Dead,
I
it
think
was shit. You get up and brush your fucking teeth and comb your hair and fucking fix your shirt on and then
but
Something-
brush your horse's teeth and comb its hair and shit like that. Like, fuck.
Red Dead Redemption 2. The problem with Red Dead Redemption... Well, it's not a problem. I loved it. Lucky enough, I stayed on my own at that time. I was staying, Joe, but I was on my own, and I stayed on my own, so I could sit and play it. And I would spend hours just fucking riding on my horse called John Pond Pony and just doing shit, hunting, fucking doing something, bumping into random shit.
Because you have your time to sit there.
You have to, like, actively getting through it, right?
The thing with that game is, I think I would still do that now.
If you could. Yeah.
Because the side missions are really good
Yeah.
and entertaining, and they're not all the same. The side missions on Ghost of Tsushima, for example, are really samey. After about 25 years of playing the game.
About 100 times by the time you've done the story stuff.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Rockstar always make their side missions different. You know? So stuff like that thingy. But I agree, 15 to 20 hours is a great time to have for games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's coming on March the Starship Troopers bug. Where is it? Ultimate Bug Awards coming March the 16th to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch 2.
It's going to be amazing. I love me a good retro shooter, man. It takes me back to simplicity.
Yeah.
Lots
So-
of retro games.
But I was going to say there on that note before we move on is that I think you've actually got a good point there. Whereas we're moaning about just not having enough time to get through a game when there's like games like Red Dead where they actually put all the effort in the world into making, like, you're playing a game, you don't have to finish it. It's cool just to go about hunting and, you know, enjoy it. Like, they put so much effort onto the weather effects and going horseback riding and shit like that on those games. So it's like, I guess it depends on what you're looking for, right? I would not recommend anyone play that.
Folk are still finding stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's
It's maybe
been
like any other big grand games. That's like,
yeah, I mean, how long's it been out? It's been out fucking 8 years, something like that.
They do that on purpose, though. I think, especially when they're like putting new patches in, I think they put even more Easter eggs in.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to move on now. This one is called Slay the Spire 2. It looks like a turn-based deck building roguelike game.
Yeah, so
First one was
And
super
it's
popular.
going to early access on PC on March the 5th. I'll let you two talk about it because I'd have no interest in it.
Mikey?
I mean, I've got a bit of interest in it. I've not played it, but I kind of know what it is. So this one's been on the cards for a while. The first one was quite popular, obviously. This is the follow-up to it. Yeah, like Johnny says, it's kind of turn-based, which I know is not really his thing. It's just, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's like,
We'll need to get you playing the first one because it's meant to be really, really good. See if we get it on stream sometime. Like, everyone who played the first one said it was like crack cocaine. So I'm like, yeah, we'll need to get you on that.
I
don't know if that's good or not.
No, just give you the crack cocaine. Thanks.
Slay the Spire, it was one of those ones, it was a bit like Hades when it came out. Everyone was like, this is amazing. Small team that made it. It kind of just hit the nail on the head with it. People want more.
Yeah.
This is the early access.
Developer's Mega Crypt.
it's
That's the developer.
It's like because it's a turn-based, card-based battling thing, and a bit like that Erasmus Lord of the Dead thing that I got for £3. And I've played a couple of these games and they're kind of good fun for a while, but then like we were talking about a minute ago, you just kind of get a bit kind of bored and stale of it, you know what I mean?
I think this one was one that kind of broke the mold with that a little bit. People seem to just want more and more with this one, and as a thing that's sort of setting it apart from the first one here is it's got an all-new co-op mode. So now you can get up to 4 players playing a turn-based
I mean, that can make a
roguelike
difference. That
deck
can
building game. So I'd be interested to see how that plays out.
Feature multiplayer specific cards.
Yeah, man, if you like a few beers and card games with your pals, then this might be a fucking great night for you, you know?
The co-op thing sounds interesting though, because if you're playing the game solo, you just want to kind of get through it and complete it, you know. But if you go for the co-op, it becomes, well, in my mind, the game like this co-op becomes less about kind of getting through completing it and just about kind of messing about, having a good time, you know. That's how I see it.
Kind of like Talisman or the other games where it's like the turn-based sort of element to it makes it a great hangout game.
Yeah, I mean, Talisman was good
I
to be
bet you
fair. I
that'd do
enjoyed that.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, like
this
turn-based.
would probably be quite good. I think if depending on the price and whatnot when it comes out, it might be a good shout to get.
Certainly the first one's worth looking at. I mean, it's early access, but certainly the first one.
I'll have a good card game.
Because it's like the first one's obviously like completed now, it's ready, you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
early access, it's not a demo.
My brother enjoyed the first one that much. He bought it on PC and then he bought it on his Switch so he could play it when he wasn't at his PC. So
Nice.
Yeah, well, that comes out. That's releasing March the 5th on Steam Early Access. The next date is March the 5th, and it's Marathon by Bungie. We talked about that earlier, so we'll just move on.
PlayStation 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I reckon
coming.
it could be fun.
PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S is Marathon.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd have more fun with it on solo than what we tried on the server.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't want to pay £35 for it, especially if I was reading that right, if it was a subscription fee for Marathon.
It doesn't say anything about it, but
I kind of wonder if like Marathon's going to end up as its own thing, or if it's going to be like a sort of alternate Destiny in a different skin thing. You know what I mean?
No, there's no subscription fee for it. They'll have all its usual stuff, you know, the season passes and whatnot. But the UI made me feel like I was having a headache.
Yeah. So next is March the 5th, or March 5th as well, is a game called Planet of Lana 2: Children of the Leaf. It's a sequel to the 2023's Planet of Lana, which was a mix of puzzles, platform, and atmospheric storytelling set against the backdrop of an alien invasion. The sequel picks up the story 2 years later, after going through hell and back in the first game. Lana and her cat-like companion, Moo, are back and ready for another adventure where the very soul of the planet is at stake. Built around the gameplay pillars of companionship and trust, Planet of Lana 2 sees the duo embark on a journey to unravel a secret history and discover the truth about Mew's origins.
It looks beautiful, and it's sort of like
it looks lovely, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool, and if it looks like so think Prince of Persia, Art of Darkness, Limbo, those types of platformers.
It does look. It's got a very artistic quality.
Or if you're as old as me, think like Flashback, you know, on the SNES, or the early Prince of Persia, Abe's Odyssey, that type of platforming puzzles. And it's just presented in this. It looks like. See, if you showed this to me like years ago, I'd have thought it'd be a fucking cartoon, like a movie or something like that. Some of these games, when they go away from like the realistic look and go for a cartoony look, it's amazing. It can be so.
But it's not really the thing is, it's not really a cartoony look. It's just a more animated look.
Yeah, it kind of plays out like a a cartoon in the way you watch it, though. If you watch the trailer, it could be something on the CBBC or something. You know what I mean?
It's better because it's like that looks better than the first Toy Story did. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it did have like the running through the trees at the start of that trailer, that it had that flashback kind of thing, you know. It's got like an underwater bit, and it looks beautiful. I don't think I'll be playing it, but
I might grab the first one. I might grab the first one after looking at this.
I love these kind of things. I played the first one a lot. I never finished it, but I really enjoyed what I saw and played of it.
Thought it was good.
I really, like Andy was saying there, I really enjoyed the kind of art style, just the story, the platforming's really well done, everything. It just felt really well made, and it looked good, and it was interesting, and it's good to see them kind of continuing that, another kind of beautiful game that just looks interesting, looks fun, looks well made, and just So I like games like that. I've got a few different ones that are kind of in that similar vein. I've always liked platformers, though, all the way back to Crash Bandicoot. They were fucking brilliant. Some of the early Crash Bandicoot games, they were brilliant, and Rayman and stuff.
These used to be my favourite growing up. These sort of puzzly platformer games, because they always looked fantastic. The ones like Abe's Odyssey. They had they used sprite work graphics, but they made sprites out of 3D models, so it looked fucking amazing. But it always kind of forced you to take your time.
And they were always solid.
Aye, yeah. They forced you to stop. Like it's every single step you took was like you had to think about when it got to the later puzzles, especially. Seeing Abe getting blown to bits by a mine and stuff, or I think it was the other one, Heart of Darkness. Presented as like this nice little Disney style, and he's like this little kid's going to rescue his dog, but then like if you get there's like 100 different violent animations of that kid getting killed in Heart of Darkness when one of the monsters cracked it. I was not ready for that when I rented it from Blockbuster at the time.
Games, kids, any youngsters under the age of 30, Blockbuster was a video rental place. What became DVDs, which now become a streaming service. I think Netflix puts a shop with a physical copy. You could rent games from it as well.
It was amazing.
You could set up a whole movie night. You could get your film, and then they sold like popcorn and juice cups and shit. It was great. And then you just handed it back when you were finished with it,
Instead of just putting on the Netflix listings for an hour, looking through all of them and saying these are all shite, and then turning it off again.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with Netflix or Amazon or something. You turn it on, it's like, what the fuck that one watch tonight?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
It's like,
I used to love that shit, man. Blockbusters was so good.
So that's coming March 5th, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Switch 2, and the Switch. Again, March 5th, quite a busy day. Switch 2 game here, and this is one for Mikey, is Pokemon Pokopia.
Pokopia, yeah.
Pokopia, aye.
I think that's how you pronounce it,
Yeah.
So it was, where is it? I'll look for it.
It's basically the Pokemon franchise. It's ventured into several different genres across the decade, but for the next game it's ventured into Minecraft territory with a cute crafting game featuring a colourful art design that distracts players from the dark truth that something has caused humanity to vanish off the face of the Poke-Earth. Pokemon Pokopia puts you in a genetically available body of Ditto that works to restore the land and inspire other Pokemon to return.
Yeah, so stuff like this are, a bit of a hit or a miss. I don't know if it'll work or not. They do this occasionally. They did another one, was it Pokemon Snap, and then there was another one about taking photos or some shit. And none of them are hugely successful, but people buy them, so, But this one might be alright. It's made by Koei Tecmo, who have made some good stuff. Koei Tecmo and Game Freak made it. It was announced during the Pokemon anniversary stream thing last week. I think Pokemon 30, so they're the 30th anniversary stream where they announced this and they announced a few other things. The most interesting thing to me was they announced the Fire Red and Leaf Green Game Boy Advance games on the Switch. But they're only available on the eShop. There's no physical release, obviously, because they're old. But I was speaking to someone the other day, right? And I mean, basically, they're just ports. They're basically imported to the Switch, which is great. Except in Pokemon, you need to trade certain Pokemon to evolve them, and if you don't have someone to trade with, then you're kind of screwed. Because there's no other way to evolve them. And then
Right,
there's
is that what happens in Pokopia as well?
kind of, but it's not like a mainstream game, if that makes sense. I don't know how it works. I've not read through it.
It looks like a mix between Minecraft and Stardew Valley with Pokemon.
Yeah,
I was thinking it had a bit of Stardew Valley, so like things
It's got the
to
top-down view to it, eh? And then everything's done in squares, and he's like growing plants and stuff like that, and building little houses.
It's very cutesy, very kid-friendly, I think.
Probably super fun and addictive, like Stardew Valley. If you're into those kind of games, the cozy games, you probably like this, and Pokemon, obviously.
I kind of feel like when the last few games have been going all in and like trying to find a new audience. You know, like
They've always kind of done that with Pokemon, innit? They do a spin-off like every fucking couple of weeks.
it feels
It's
like
not a phone
times,
game,
but,
it's something else.
but I just mean like Pokemon. You know, you've got your core fans from when we were young, when Yellow and Blue and everything were out, and they made the original series, and then it kind of kept going, and more people watched it and whatever. And then you got all your kind of mobile users when Pokemon Go came along. I know millions of folk play that. But then, like you say, Andy, they keep making these games that look like they're aimed at kind of kids, maybe new fans.
Kinda. I mean, it depends. If you're more like Busta, who's like, I don't want to play something that looks like this, then you probably won't enjoy it. But I don't think like Busta's not the type to enjoy Stardew Valley anyway. So
No.
But then I just wonder,
you know, it's like
is this the sort of game?
the aesthetic kind of goes with the type of game that it is. Sort of thing. So it's
Yeah.
like, they
No,
fit
I
well
just mean
together.
more like. Obviously, I've not played it. I've not read about it enough. But is it the kind of game that you can play without knowing about Pokemon? I
I
don't
would
know.
probably say I'd say most of the
Probably.
Pokemon games are like
Probably.
kid friendly for any kid to just pick
No,
up.
you
play them.
don't. You don't have to. You don't. I think a lot. I agree with Andy. I think a lot of the Pokemon games you don't have to have a major knowledge about Pokemon.
No, you don't have to. It helps a little bit, you know, knowing about
Yeah.
type weaknesses and shit.
We all know.
Pokedex
Yeah,
or
we all
something,
know how serious you take your Pokemon, Mikey. Yeah. So,
But I didn't
Mikey's a
start.
Pokemon master though, right? So he's like, you know,
I wish.
he's like he's senior Pokemon master now.
Seen,
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
ball.
Or,
but
well, maybe not senior, but millennial Pokemon master.
love a good Pokemon game though. Just while we're on the
If it does
subject
co-op.
as well, I forgot to mention at the beginning, but Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I've got on the Switch. I've been playing it a lot recently. I played it in Africa a bit and stuff. I took the Switch with me.
He's in Africa.
Well, I took the Switch out there with me. It's I said this before, but it's basically a remake of Pokemon Yellow, but on a bigger screen. But the difference is obviously instead of fighting Pokemon, you need to catch them, and you get XP based on your catch and how difficult the Pokemon is and how skilled your throw was and all that crap. It's a similar sort of way of doing it, but it can be frustrating because it's like if a Pokemon's hard to catch and you miss it a million times, then you get bugger all experience. So then you need to run, start again, but you've already used 20 Pokeballs or something, so it can be a bit frustrating. But it is good fun, but that's what I've been playing off as well. I spent a bit of time in that, so.
Nice.
Well, that Pokemon Pokopia is March 5th on the Switch 2 only. So we'll move on to
And it
a
does online
remake.
co-op, by the way.
Does it?
Actually, does. I would probably have fun playing it, but I'm not going to pay out the arse for that.
I'll buy it for you, Andy.
So
I'm gonna
we're
hold you
moving
to that.
on to a remake of a survival horror game from the early 2000s called Fatal Frame 2. If you never played the original, Fatal Frame 2 follows twin sisters who become lost in an abandoned village. Even worse, vengeful spirits are haunting the place, and the only way to fight back is with a magical camera that can capture ghosts and seal them away. The remake will offer updated visuals and quality of life gameplay improvements, as well as new gameplay mechanic designed to emphasise the deep bond between the sisters. Looks nice.
Yeah, I've
Early
seen,
days horror gaming for me. I think I rented the original version of that. And it was one of those, you can't see the ghosts until you take a picture of them.
Yeah.
It's like it's like Japanese or
Yeah,
something
it
like
looks
that.
Japanese. It
And,
looks
yeah, you're playing as like this young lassie and
Japanese
lost. It's
sisters.
a very creepy looking place. And yeah, the amount of times where you turn around and you're like, oh shit, I think there's one near me. You take the camera out and you take a picture and it's right up in your fucking face when the flash goes off. And that game has got like some crazy jump scares in it.
I think
Yeah, just
And a great idea as well, right?
yeah. Oh, definitely.
I seen someone playing. Was it the first one? Maybe, I don't know. And like Andy said, it's a really cool idea. The jump scares, like proper jump out your skin scares. You know what I mean? I just thought it was well kind of laid out and designed. I've kind of thought about the way the room looks and the lighting levels and the kind of smaller details as well, like scratches on the wall or blood pools or
Yeah, I love me a
damaged
good horror
bits,
game.
whatever. It kind of looks a bit like some of the, well, not really modern day, but some of the older Resident Evils. You know, levels you had to walk
Aye, well,
through
I
a
was
ski
kind
bit
of
or
saying that. It's like I wish they would do more of these remasters of like
Uh-huh.
the 2000s,
Yeah.
the noughties horror
Yeah.
games. Especially PS2 had some fucking bangers of horror games that are just like they're so obscure.
No, I'm just looking, and this one's like a sort of new gen only thing, Johnny. It's not on like last gen, like your PS4, your Switch. It's only on the newer
Yeah, it's
console.
PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch 2.
Yeah, so it's like the newest generation of. sort of
Yeah,
hardware.
so it's definitely an updated version of it. It's coming at $50,
So, I mean, that's
which in British money will probably be about 40 quid.
yeah.
So, yeah.
That's probably a fair price, I guess, but too much for me.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's that argument that I've been giving Andy though, is like, because he made the Oblivion remaster as well, and it looks great, but it's still 50 quid. I'm like, it's a remaster, yeah, it looks great, and you've worked hard on
Yeah.
it, but it's a game we've already played,
Yeah.
you know, and you're just. It's a bit like copy and paste. It's not quite
Yeah,
that simple, but you know what I mean.
I mean, you're thinking it's early 2000s. It's a generation of gamers that often
I would probably
believe it.
like, yeah, I'm a big fan of the game, but I probably wouldn't pay that for it. I will wait until it goes on sale.
No, I mean, £25 maybe is like.
But it's like you're saying as well, this is going to introduce, like, you know, maybe they're working on the next one and this is bringing new fans in for it.
Aye.
You know?
Yeah.
I certainly
thing.
feel like some of these modern remakes are very good for like testing the water. You know, how many folk
I think
will
it's
buy it?
great.
How will it be received? How will it work on modern hardware? All that stuff.
Aye. Well, see, when I was younger, right? Loved the PlayStation. Well, like first we had the SNES and the Sega Mega Drive and stuff like that. And
yeah.
when you're younger, you want to play every game you can get your hand on because it was so rare. You didn't have many video game media like YouTube and stuff like that, with it all at demand whenever you wanted to see what games were like. So it was like anything you could get, you would take. And then like you go to a Sunday market and some woman's selling emulators on disc. And you put it on your PC, and suddenly you've got every Game Boy game that ever existed, and you can just play them at your own leisure, and you can take your pick and stuff like that. That sort of thing doesn't exist nowadays, right?
No.
Right? See, like the younger ones, whatever you call them, the Zoomers and whatnot. Like,
Boomers.
like all the stuff that we thought was awesome, it's like they don't have the same opportunity to see it and the same opportunity to look through what was there. There's no emulators for like, well, there are, but it's not the same.
No, it's usually software
So
that is compatible or something. Yeah.
Aye, so I'm all for more of these remasters as long as they're not low effort and overpriced.
Yeah, if you put effort in there. Yeah.
I think that's why folk complain about some of them, because they are low effort and it's not been that long
Yeah.
since it came out, you know what I
There's
mean?
like even some shitty games from the PS2 that I'd want remastered just so I could play them again. Shit like Headhunter and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I went back to the PS2 a couple of years ago, tried playing games, and it is not good.
Nah, it's rough around the edges. I think PS2 you would be as well using an emulator at this point.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next one I was going to say is the 12th of March, my birthday, by the way. Hope you've all got me a good present.
Yeah, I'm going to buy you
Young
that
Carpenters.
Pokemon.
You're going to buy me what?
I'm going to buy you that Pokemon
You're going to
game.
buy me Pokemon. Only if you get it and play it on co-op with me. So the next one is John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. This looks pretty fun.
Yeah. Now, someone mentioned this to me last week on one of my party groups that I'm in. And to me, it looks like Call of Duty Zombies.
Well, I think it looks. I think it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be more like Back for Blood, but on a grander scale.
I mean, I only saw, like, we only looked at it in the PlayStation Store, so let me get a trailer up and I'll have a proper look at it. Yeah, it's
I'm
certainly.
not sure. Like, I'm not sure how the gameplay plays out. If it's like established levels that you make your way through, or if it's one map that you keep going back on to do different missions on, or if
I
there's
think
loads of
it's
big maps.
different maps.
I mean, it's Saber Interactive, and they do a lot of good shit, so
Yeah.
they've got
Team up to-
some weight.
I mean, there's plenty of zombies there.
Yeah, it's a horde shooter, and it's not like
Definitely
Toxic
horde
Commando. So you've got like the gritty looking guns and hordes of gory looking zombies with their limbs getting blown off.
Yeah.
Up to 3 friends co-op. It's
Nice.
team with up to 3 friends. What the? Who wrote that sentence? Gather a 4-player squad. You just say 4-player co-op instead.
Did your eyes start reading that?
Oh, mate, my whole fucking head's hurt there. Revive fallen teammates, share ammo, cover each other's backs, and laugh throughout the madness. So it's I don't know. So I don't know if it's going to go. How the levels are going to play out. It says drive your ride across post-apocalyptic landscapes. So search for vehicles scattered across semi-open maps and tear through the wasteland. So there's semi-open maps. I'm guessing that you have objectives to do that you can do in different order, maybe.
Yeah.
You've got different vehicles and different gear that you're going to have to take through with you. Each
Yeah.
vehicle is unique. Some pack series firepower, so you can get like apocalypse style fucking jeeps with guns mounted on them and big spikes on the front. Others come with handy tools like winches. So if you fuck up your last one, it's got the gun on the top. You can go fix it apparently. So I don't know. It seems like it's maybe not quite as fast paced if you're going to be able to stop and winch a car out of a fucking swamp.
Yeah, they're going to have I think you're going to have maybe quiet periods then. Or,
Yeah. So that could be part of getting across the open map, right? We're stuck in a thing. We're going to need to find some way to get the car out while we're fighting off zombies. I don't know. It looks like a lot of fun. It's got a demo actually.
Yeah, it's got a demo as well. I kind of
might
like
try
the
that out.
setting. That looks like
Is it a demo? Is it out just now? The
Yeah,
demo?
well, it says on Steam. Download the John
Steam.
Commando demo.
PC, that's on
I don't know if it's
PlayStation.
on PlayStation.
If it's on PlayStation, I'll fire it on. You can
It
try it.
has cross-platform multiplayer, so if you
Nice.
have a wee look. That is the 12th of March, as I say.
12th March.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, on you go, Mickey.
I was just going to say that I kind of hope it doesn't, fall down the crack of just another zombie shooter. Because there's a lot of games out there that are just zombie shooters and everyone kind of forgets about them after a while, I don't think that'll happen. It looks like it's got enough vehicle differentiation and stuff to keep it going and maps and things, and the co-op, as we see, is always good fun. But
thing
we'll
is,
see.
like-
I mean, there's loads of zombie games out there.
Nah, there's no demo on PlayStation.
Is there not? Oh, that's a bummer. With these games, right? Like, say, like Dark Tide, Vermintide, Space Marine, Space Marine 2, all that sort of stuff. Like, even if the player base falls off and that sort of thing, if the game's fun, then people will keep going back to it. Like, we've keep going back to Back for Blood, and that came out like a good while ago.
A couple of years ago
Left
now,
4
yeah.
Dead and all that sort of thing. Like, the idea of them being these games where they're usually a small set of levels that are being designed to be repeated. So a lot of the dev time comes from making these levels built for all the sorts of different types of difficulty you can get through.
Yeah.
So I get bored playing through them. I play through them once, and then I don't know if I want to play through. I'll play through it again, maybe
Yeah.
with online pals. Play through the campaign.
Yeah,
Space
co-op
Marine, I'll get to the end of
wise,
that. I'll do all the missions once each, and then I'll probably be like, yeah, I'm kind of done with that for a while, and then go back to it maybe like next year for the crack with the lads again.
Yeah.
So that's this kind of thing where you think about the longevity of these games, where this straight out the door, it's like battle pass this and live service that. It's like, dude, I don't know if this is the kind of game that's going to work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
we'll see. I mean, they don't always work, live services and shit, but we'll see what gets on.
Yeah. But
I'm
yeah.
going to rattle through a few games now,
Yeah.
very quickly, if you don't mind.
No.
So, next one up on the list, March 13th is WWE 2K26,
Oh, yeah.
coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2. So it's only the newer gen 2K. Doing what they do with the WWE games. If you love it, I love wrestling, but I've never been a massive wrestling game fan.
It's like on the GameCube, man. You can make
yeah.
make the most worst looking guy you can make.
Yeah. March 13th again is Monster Hunter Story 3 Twisted Reflection,
Oh, yeah.
which is PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch 2. I got a mate that loves Monster Hunter, but it's like Pokemon with a sword.
Aye, this is a spin-off from the Monster Hunter mainstream series.
Yeah,
Monster Hunter Stories
yeah.
is like an
Type,
anime
yeah.
type turn-based RPG. It's very cartoony, a lot more
Yeah.
family-friendly compared to mainstream mainline.
Yeah.
It's good. I played the first one on the DS, and they are good.
So, yeah.
I've never really been into like Monster Hunter games, but I've never spent enough time to kind of work out
Yeah.
figure out, you know.
Nah, it's just never appealed to me.
We've got
Moving
Death Stranding
on.
2 as well for the 19th.
I might have got there. What one did you say?
Death Stranding 2 is getting its PC
On
version.
the beach.
Oh,
yeah, we got them.
Yeah.
It was coming up in my second one. So, Death Stranding fans, if you want to play it on the PC, if you're a PC man that's played the first one, the second one's coming.
I'm so
I've
hyped.
still played the first one, and I think Pookie's still have played the second one as well. Just before, yeah, he's not. I don't think he's finished it. He's not. He started it, I think, but I don't
Yeah.
think he's went back to it.
No,
For
the
PC
first-
features, you've got full integration with DLSS, blah blah blah. Basically, it's like they've touched up the graphics, ultra wide display support, control customization, and your DualSense controller will work with it if you want to use that. I'm excited for it because I was waiting for the PC version, and I was a
Yeah,
huge
the
fan of the
gaming
first one.
rig, hey, your big
Yeah.
bad boy.
Yeah, I've got my Metal Gear. Metal Gear gear.
Just before that, on the 19th of March, the 17th, is MLB The Show 26. If you're a big baseball fan, it's a new version of that, which, if you like rounders, you'll enjoy it for our UK fans. So that's coming next gen only as well, PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. I mean, how can you have a game called the World Series when the world doesn't play it?
I mean,
Anyway.
but then this is America, you know. They think they're in
Yeah.
top
We've
tier
got a
everything
huge
sort
one.
of thing.
We've got a huge one as well this month. Is Crimson Desert.
That's where I was going next, yeah.
We must have we have a similar sort of list here. Yeah.
Yeah, it shifts gears from its predecessor MMORPG designed to give players an open world single player action RPG experience. Developer Pearl Abyss has promised fans that the world of PWEL is ambitiously massive and your choices will shape the region as you deal with a power vacuum, take on monsters and discover secrets hidden across the land. And that's March the 19th for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S.
Yeah, it does look
I played
really,
the other
really
one.
good.
Was it Black Desert Online? I played that for a good while.
Again, it's not a game that I've ever got in here.
It felt like work. I felt like I was filling out a fucking spreadsheet. But
That's
one thing that
because
was
it's
really good was
an RPG, innit? It's an
Aye,
MMORPG. This is going to be more RPG open world, so
graphics look fantastic. Though.
yeah, it looks beautiful. Yeah,
It does
I don't
look-
know
One
whether-
thing that online, the MMO one done really well is give it like a sense of actually being a whole world all connected. You have like trade routes and everything that you could look at on the main map. It was really well detailed. So I
Yeah.
think they're probably using a lot of the stuff that they've got for the MMO in this. So I think it's going to be really detailed. Like even just
Yeah.
the world setting in its own. So that's
Yeah.
It
probably
looks
yeah.
fab.
A lot of people have been waiting a long time for this, and it really looks the part. I don't know how psyched I am for it because it's like I was saying earlier, big open worlds with big to-do lists are not really my bag anymore. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what other people think of it.
I don't know, it looks good. It looks kind of like all the sort of big RPG things we played recently. You know, The Witcher 3, Skyrim, Kingdom Deliverance, and all that shit. It looks like all
Aye.
them kind of put together.
Like you see them skydiving out into the world, like Tears of the Kingdom style. You see them out on these like giant floating islands, and then you see them out in these like big nice vistas on horseback and stuff. So I want to know, where's the big dungeons? You know, is there big dungeons, or is it all fighting armies, Dynasty Warrior style? I kind of want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Because the MMO version was closer to Dynasty Warriors than it was anything like one-on-one combat.
Yeah,
It was like
Dynasty
doing
Warriors
massive
did-
big moves and as much damage output as you could manage, and that's what I was saying. It became more like a spreadsheet after a while. But this might be different.
Yeah. I
It
think
looks the part.
yeah. Not my thing, but sure, some of our listeners will love it.
Yeah.
The next big one is another one that you guys so like. Is Life is Strange Reunion. Releases on March 26, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, and X. The sequel to Life is Strange Double Exposure Reunion will close out the story of Max Caulfield and Chloe Price once and for all. Like recent entries in the series, the narrative adventure game offers a mix of problem solving and branching dialogue choices that will create new pathways to explore. As both Max and Chloe, players will use their unique rewind and backtalk powers to prevent a deadly tragedy.
There's one for you, Mikey.
I mean, I don't know. Life is Strange is like a weird franchise for me because the first one was started by Square Enix and made by Dontnod, who I love, as we know. They made lots of great stuff over the years. And then after that, Square Enix kind of pivoted away because Dontnod were doing other stuff, and Deck 9 made them all. And Deck 9 have never really captured the magic of the original in any of the games they've done.
Oh, really?
And that includes that True Colours one I played with you, which
Yeah.
was really good, but it just wasn't. It didn't feel like an original Life is Strange game. Obviously, it had a different main character and things because they've kind of pivoted between characters. Like you were saying about Resident Evil, they've kind of pivoted between characters in different games and stuff. This one has got Chloe, who's from the original first game that Dontnod did, so I'm kind of interested in that. And then obviously you've got Max as well, who's the main character you actually play the first one.
Yeah.
What's interesting though is at the end of the first one you get to decide basically if you live or die sort of thing. You get to decide the fate of the world. And then this apparently has got the same ending. Which
Oh,
is
right. So will it import a save that you've had from a previous game, or will you fill in what you
No, because
choices
you're,
you made from it, or-
you're in a different place. So if you,
Right.
but then if you die in the first one, you come back alive and die again or something. It's all very weird. And then you got to use her in double exposure as well. So if you killed her there, you've died twice, and you're still here. So it doesn't really make sense. So I don't know. It feels like the games look alright. I mean, it's only 35 quid, which is quite good. But it feels like they've kind of mucked up the storyline a bit with the characters and everything, and people dying and whatever.
I feel like they're just kind of trying to cash in on the original storyline that people liked a lot
That's
more.
kind of what it feels like now. I mean, it's Square Enix that own the IP, so it kind of feels like that's what they're doing. You know, it's like
It's a bummer.
don't overrun to this great thing with the first game, and then when they went off to sort of do their own thing, and now they're their own studio, don't they? By the way, they're an independent studio. It feels like they kind of got Deck 9 to come in and make as much money off it as they could. Because a lot of the games that have come out since the first one have not been as well received. Which
Do you
is
think you'll get the new one?
probably not. Maybe
No.
at some point if it's like 5 quid or 10 quid, but well, the thing is, I never got the double exposure or anything like that. I got True Colours for like a fiver. I never got any of the Life is Strange 2 or anything, so I've not got all the games, so I'm not that bothered about getting them. But I'm just watching the trailer though, right? And at the end of the first one, you're in a place called, I think it's Arcadia Bay or something, and it picks up at the end of that game. So it kind of goes back before you've died, which is quite cool.
Hey, okay.
So it kind of picks up, I guess. It's like a drama series or something. I definitely watch someone else play it, if not just to see what happens. Because just kind of reading about it, watching the trailer doesn't really do it justice. You know, to really, Life is Strange, one of those games where to really understand what's going on, you need to watch a bit of it, and watching a 30-second trailer doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or reading a paragraph.
Especially if they're
is
maybe
good.
going back to Chloe and Max's story, they're maybe pulling out a wee bit more effort for this one.
Hopefully, I mean, apparently, like Johnny was saying, this is the final game in the Chloe and Max kind of storyline. So they've at least come up with a decent ending. So I'm hoping they've come up with something that's not completely ridiculous, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But the last
There's-
one they did was Double Exposure, and apparently that was not that great. So
What was the one I watched you play?
it was True Colors.
Alright.
It's good, but it's got a different main character altogether, so it's like not related. Like obviously it's a Life is Strange game in name, but it's got like a different character, a different story, a different map and everything, so it's not really related to this one at all.
Yeah.
So you know they could do like a True Colors 2, and again it wouldn't be related to the Max and Chloe thing. So yeah, we'll see. They've created different storylines because Life is Strange 2 had different characters in it as well. So they've got like 3 going now.
Yeah.
But will I buy it? Not for 35 quid, I don't think. It's never felt like a game anyone should pay full price for. I know people will, but I don't feel like it's worth full price. And then the other thing that annoys me is they come out with, like, you know, cosmetic packs and everything. It's like you just pay a fiver for a hat. You know, it's just fucking money milking crap. I'm not interested in that. So
Well,
Yeah.
when did you say that one's out?
That is out on March 26th.
yes, end of the
So-
month,
So we're
really.
getting towards the end of the month. I've got
We're almost
couple
I've
more.
only got about 4 or 5, about 5 more games here on my list.
I've just got 2 left to talk about, and that's me.
Right,
That's all
well,
I could.
year 2. Give me year 2 because I've been.
You want me to go? I got the first one was this one's already out, but it's like an upgrade for Switch 2. It's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You can get the
Yes.
Switch 2 edition, or
Yeah, I
you
read
can
about
buy.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can download it. The online download is fucking £67.
It's
I have the
Switch 2
cartridge already,
edition.
so I can buy the Switch 2 upgrade if you've got the original one, and then I have £17 for the upgrade.
Ah!
And that does it's like obviously your high resolution frame rates and texture increases and stuff, but you've also got first time I've seen them doing a DLC pack for
Yeah.
side-scrolling
Meet up
platformer.
in Bella Bell Park. Yeah.
Yeah, so 17
New
different
Plaza.
cooperative and competitive attractions where up to 4 people could play together, even via game share. And then there's the Toad Brigade.
Rosalina's now a playable character as well.
Yeah, a new character, and apparently a Toad Brigade have set up training camp in the Camp Central. So up to 4 players can. There's a bunch of new challenge levels to do, which are always fun in the Mario games. If you like trying to like stretch how good you can get at Mario.
Yeah, Mario games are good fun, yeah.
Yeah, I used to love the Mario Maker games for that. There's the Koopalings. The prize below Bella Bell flowers have been stolen by Koopalings, and basically there's new levels in the Flower Kingdom to go get new stuff.
Yeah, well, that's good, just gives you more to do, so.
Yeah, 2 new characters and an assist mode. Turn on this new mode, and no matter who you choose to play as, you'll be protected from taking damage or falling into pits. So if you have trouble playing the game, you can now, there's another accessibility option there for you.
Cool.
So
Well, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario's Mario. You're not going to break any new ground, really, yeah. So
It is.
they're
It's
always addictive.
Yeah, they're
always addictive games, always good fun. And when you've got the worlds and that, you get like the mini games, party games with the Switch. It's just, yeah,
So now
it's good fun.
Couch co-op, couple beers.
Yeah, fun gaming. Yeah.
And the last one I had was now. Could any of you ever play Ghostmaster on the Sega Mega Drive?
Can't say it rings a bell, though.
It was like
does ring a bell. Let me Google it.
played as you played as a wee green ghost guy, but you creep about the house and like possess parts of the house and try and scare people. And it was great fun.
It's such
There was
good
one on
odds.
the PS2 as well,
Uh,
and now it's Ghostmaster Resurrection.
right.
So now,
I don't think I played. Nah, I never played this one.
this looks a bit different from the original gameplay, but
No, I just Googled Ghostmaster Mega Drive. I never played that one. So I can't comment on it, really.
I'm probably not old enough, but it does sound great. You're just describing it. You basically you're in control of a ghost. Just going around giving folk a fright. I love the sound of that.
Yeah. Well, it's out in early access, which is fucking strange for a PS2 remaster. But it was so it says that they finished the game, they played through the original like 7 times before, so I knew what to do. With the new content, which are a bunch of new ghosts, 4 newish levels, 3 new levels. And he says it took him about 9 hours to complete, so I thought that was just a good little extra one if anyone was looking for
Yeah.
nostalgia. That's all I had.
Talking of nostalgia, there's a Virtual Fighter 5 coming to Switch 2 on March 26th. So that's a classic brawl. It's been upgraded several times over the decades, and the new edition brings up modern fighting game standards with rollback netcode support, rebalanced characters, and new combos to master, and crossplay support.
Nice.
There's that one. I'll move on. There's another one called Nova Roma, which is coming to PC on March 26th. Some people say Rome was built in a day, but you could prove them wrong with a marathon session of Nova Roma, a city building game where you're given the tools to build your very own Roman Empire. Nova Roma tasks you carefully planning the construction of your city, addressing the needs of the vox populi, and appeasing the gods so you can avoid their wrath.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean,
So that's a mighty one there.
Yeah, I love games like this. I mean, it's not quite as detailed as like Anno or something, or Age of Empires. It's a bit more dumbed down and simplified. But then I guess it's maybe to aim at kids or something as well. I don't know, the younger generation. But yeah, it's like Johnny was saying, it's the kind of game you can lose hours in, just perfecting everything, trying to make as much money as possible or please your citizens, crap like that. There is a demo, so I'll be trying the demo.
If
yeah,
you fire it in the drive, I'll upload it to our YouTube, which is Gamer Talks YouTube.
Yeah, I'll do that. give it a shot.
Sorry, go.
Well, I was just going to say I'm away to Portugal this week, so
So we'll be after that.
yes, I'll be after that. So it'll be next week.
Mm.
Hopefully I can upload this episode tonight. So that'll be Sunday. You'll be listening tomorrow morning probably. The demo will be up next week if the guys don't upload anything. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Anyway, last one on the list is Capcom, who've been over the last few years have been doing its classic game compilations. How do you pronounce that? And next up, it's time for Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection.
My gosh.
Celebrates its 20th anniversary of the franchise and includes all 7 games from the Nintendo DS series. The collection will feature a dual screen setup that features both screens on a single display, online play, and additional features like a gallery of illustrations and music. And that comes out March 27th, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, and the Switch.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I never really got into the Mega Man games. Like I knew about them, I just never played them enough to kind of decide I like to work out what was going on. You know,
They're solid. They're so difficult.
Yeah, so yeah, that is the game that's coming out. I was going to mention, we talked about it, that in February we missed a State of Play, PlayStation State of Play.
Yeah, there's a few bits and pieces in that.
The ones that's really stood out to me were obviously Wolverine.
Yeah.
Which by Insomniac, I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, Insomniac are a brilliant studio anyway. They've been doing bangers for years. Even before they became a PlayStation studio, they were still releasing bangers all the time. They did Ratchet and Clank, and they were brilliant. And yeah, they've just continued that. They did more Ratchet and Clank, and then of course they did Spider-Man things as well. And yeah, like you say, Wolverine, I mean, it looks great. It's got a release date now as well, which is good for you. And I'll be expecting you to tell us how it goes. Yeah,
but before that, way before that, the next game up that I'm going out and saying take my money is 007 First Light. Interactive's take on the origin of James Bond. So it's a young James Bond you're playing. The trailers look absolutely fantastic. It's like a mix between Hitman and I don't know. It's like Hitman if you can just go out guns blazing, because there's lots of action game. Yeah, it's going to go bits where you have to use stealth and use stuns and set off things to sneak past and knock folk out, and like you do in Hitman. And then you have the action, the driving. You get a license to kill. You're only allowed to kill when they give you a license to kill. And so looks beautiful. Looks like a great idea. I don't think we've had a good James Bond since GoldenEye and N64.
Maybe.
I'm so excited for this, and I will be buying it for definite.
It looks banging. And the fucking, what do they call that engine that they've got? Because they did the Hitman games in it, and it's just amazing looking.
I'm not sure.
Frost or some shit like that. But it was just, they're using the same one as they used to make the Hitman games, the newest ones, and it's fucking awesome looking. It can get so many people in the game, and it runs fine, but everything looks really like high definition. And it does. It looks brilliant.
The other thing that stood out, they showed a John Wick trailer.
Just quickly,
about that. Yeah,
the trailer like Max brilliant. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Something along those lines. It looks like John Wick, and it looks dark like that, and I don't know. I want to see more. What they showed me looked really good, and Keanu's doing the voice for it. So yeah, but they've not got a release date for that, so that might not be till next year. So, thinking, yeah. So there's that one.
Cool.
The only other, there's another two that caught my eye for the state of play. The first one was Silent Hill Townfall, which is set in a town.
Set where I live. It's set in Fife.
It's set where we live, quite close. So I'll let you talk about it for a second. I need to let the dog out.
What was the name of the place that it's set into after? Can't remember.
What, in Townfall?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. No idea.
Because I was really surprised to see that it was based in Scotland on a fishing town on the eastern coast.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
you said that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's based off that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's the name of the place? I can't remember it, but it's
Can't remember
even
the
got the name, similar sounding name to it. Is it near Anstruther? Yeah. So it's
It's near Anstruther, right?
St. Monans is the
St. Andrews.
real place.
It's near St. Andrews.
Aye, it's like south at the south side of the coast, basically opposite St. Andrews.
Don't know. There'll be something there. But...
South of Abercrombie. And
Is it like Burn Island or something?
like-
No.
no, well, like I don't know how to explain it really.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like a wee harbour town.
It's South St. Andrews, where it's like at the coast, right? But then go straight south to the opposite side of that part of the continent that's jutting out into the water. So the opposite
Oh,
side
right,
is
yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
St. Monans.
Oh, okay.
But it's a way smaller village, and
Small area.
I don't know. Apparently, the guys were there and thought this would be a great resetting because if you think about it, like a lot of the old Scottish buildings are like Victorian style. They look very gothic. They've got a great
Yeah.
place for a horror game.
I know. There's some like great abandoned buildings and
In the winter in Scotland, no, it's a prime setting
Very,
for
very
horrors.
moody for it, yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's all set within a load of drama that happened in with this one town where it showed you like a statue at like the town centre, and it had been graffitied saying this is our town, we're taking back our town.
Yeah.
So something sort of happened, and I think it's leaning into the sort of idea that Silent Hill is like a type of paranatural phenomenon instead of a place that you go to, because it's kind of split between the games, whereas like James from Silent Hill 2 literally travels to Silent Hill in his car.
Nice.
Whereas there's other people where something happens and everything around them changes and becomes rotten, and they are in Silent Hill. And they didn't go there, they didn't visit it or anything. It can be there's like two different representations of it. So it looks like it's the kind where it's like Silent Hill has happened in this place instead of a place being Silent Hill. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so maybe like a
Yeah.
two-dimension thing going on, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of just like a supernatural thing that happens rather than a place that's
Yeah.
haunted.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to see more. I still haven't caught up on Silent Hill F yet, so I can't really tell you much about that.
Yeah.
If that does the same thing or not. But again, I think that was set in in history, like past history in Japan. I think so. Again, it must have been a thing that happens rather than a place. So I love Silent Hill stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah, I just can't afford to keep buying games.
Yeah. And the last one that piqued my interest. I mean, the first ones I mentioned are must-haves, and then the last one piqued my interest. The other one that piqued my interest was my geek side. It was Star Wars Galactic Racer, which basically gets you to take part in runs-based high-stakes reinvention of racing born in the lawless outer rim of the Star Wars galaxy, coming later this year. It spans different planets, different racing vehicles and characters, all of whom are competing in the unsanctioned racing circuit where only the bold survive. That looks like it could be fun.
I love that sort of stuff, man. And it's like it's not taking itself too seriously, so
No.
it's like I like that.
Gives
So
you
there's
that
Another
kind of,
good fun, that, though.
was it Ridge Racer kind of feel? Is it Ridge
Yeah,
Racer?
yeah, or
they're good
Wipeout.
fun.
Aye, Wipeout kind of feel,
I
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of
See.
feel about Star Wars, eh? So it's like the racing and the Phantom Menace and that, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
good enough. I
so-
enjoyed watching that.
Shit like that again, like a few beers
Yeah.
on the
Good
couch with a
fun.
pal. Fucking great fun, those kind of games.
You're taking turns or fucking
Definitely.
doing it
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
The state of play actually gave me everything that I'd been looking for the next like releases,
So that-
PlayStation wise or PC and stuff wise. We're going to see it as well. Is the Metal Gear Solid Master
Oh,
Collection
yeah,
Volume
yeah.
2?
Volume 2.
Yeah.
That's in
Gonna have.
this is September or something.
Well, it's going to have Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, it's not towards the end of the year, but it's going to have Metal Gear Solid 4 in it, which
Wow.
has
Yeah,
been
Guns of Patriots, Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid, Peace Walker, and the series' first portable title, Metal Gear Ghost Babel, as a bonus title, along with some
I had that on
extras.
the Game Boy.
Yeah, that will thrill long-term fans of Konami's stealth series.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And it's been stuck on the PlayStation 3 because the PlayStation 3 had really weird hardware and software and processor units that used essentially two hemispheres to work. And games like Metal Gear 4 was like an exclusive for the PlayStation at that time when exclusive still actually meant something. It was fine-tuned for that specific hardware. And so it was the same as Red Dead Redemption, the first one. It was built specifically for this weird hardware. And so it kind of remained trapped on that hardware until someone put the time and money into it, like Rockstar, who has the time and money, or Konami, who has the time and money. And now we finally get Metal Gear Solid 4. So anybody who's not played through Metal Gear games now has like the opportunity to play through all of it with like full HD settings and accessibility options.
Nice.
And I just cannot recommend that enough because it's like the best anime you've ever watched but haven't watched. And it isn't even anime, but it is. It's so good. And Cyrus
He's
as well,
all over
Cool.
that one.
was good.
But
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot
Also-
that State of Play was quite good, actually. That was quite good.
Yeah. So the state of play also, this game came out February 13th, was the Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition, which
Yeah,
is
I saw
out just now. So it basically it gives the 1990 fucking hell, I'm old. 1995 platformer. I can't remember that. It receives a feature-packed anniversary edition. Developed by Digital Eclipse, this definite edition lets you play multiple versions of the original, take on 120 additional levels pulled from the bonus level packs. It includes a faithfully reimagined soundtrack by composer Christophe Herral, optional enhanced gameplay features, an interactive documentary, and a never-before playable prototype giving you an inside look how Rayman's gameplay was developed.
That's
Nice,
actually
okay.
cool as fuck.
I'll tell you how much it is at the moment.
affordable. Go for affordable.
I don't know. I'll tell you in a sec. 30 quid, PS5.
30 quid? That's a fucking steal as well.
PS5, aye.
Good. Yeah.
30 quid, but it's like the amount you get, like the documentary and shit like that.
Yeah.
I like Rayman, man. Like, do you guys remember how difficult Rayman was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Tell me
I
about
On
made me cry when
PS2
I
and I spent hours. Hours and hours.
Just-
man.
It's 1995 though. Fuck.
God damn.
You feeling old, James?
That
on
makes me feel really, really, really old.
Remember Windows 95 and Windows 98 and my old PC and stuff?
Fuck's sake.
This thingy, yeah, so just, aye. Yeah.
Give us a new
it's,
Rayman and give us a new Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd
sounds-
love a
sounds-
new Splinter Cell. I'd really love a new Splinter Cell.
They
I mean,
fucking put Solid Snake and Sam Fisher together in a new trailer for What's that game that we used to play? Fucking the one that's got in shit. It was the tactical one where you have to breach and one has to sort of defend the
What,
bomb.
Teleforce?
Ghost Re- was it Ghost Recon?
Siege.
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 Siege. We need a new
Aye,
Siege,
Rainbow
because
Six,
Siege
yeah.
is dying on
It
its
was Rainbow
ass at the
Six. It
moment.
was Rainbow Six, not Ghost
Rainbow
Recon. And it
Six
was
Siege, aye.
fucking Sam Fisher and Solid Snake basically being like
Yeah.
bros in this trailer, and I was like, ugh, you've missed the boat so fucking hard on it. And the best you
Yeah.
could do is some shitty DLC. Fess off. There's a good bit in Ghost Recon Wildlands where Sam Fisher's there, and he's talking about another stealth espionage agent. And he's like, well, where's the other guy? He had the eye patch and the bandana. And he replies on the phone, the radio to him. He's like, nah, he's retired. And he's like, oh shit, so it's just me left. I was like, damn, that's like a cool sort of like a bro fist
Yeah.
between them.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, you just fucking ruined that with this horrible trailer for this fucking cash-in skin. But okay. I'm just moaning.
aye.
I'm just ranting.
Nah, you're just ranting and moaning. We'll just, I think that's all I've got, really.
Yeah, me too. Mikey?
Yeah, so.
I mean, I didn't watch the State of Play. Probably because I was elsewhere. I can't remember where.
Africa.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't remember.
No, I was back from Africa, I think.
Were you back from Africa?
I think so. Anyway, just a couple of games I'm looking forward to. Obviously, the First Light that you touched on, Johnny. I'm kind of interested to see the sort of original story they've created, like you said. The gameplay
Yeah,
looks...
and like I said, it's getting the whole. I think the whole James Bond franchise is going to get rebooted because Amazon have it now.
Yeah, like it's not based on anything. So.
So I think they might. The good idea. The only thing that's never been done on film is the beginning of James Bond.
Yeah,
Name's Bezos.
You know,
Yeah, Bezos.
the origin of James
Interesting to
Bond.
see if
You've
they
never
do that.
seen the origin, so that'd be nice if Amazon done that along with the game thingy.
I fucking hate Amazon.
just looking at UE's to make money out of it, I think.
Yeah.
As long as they don't do what they did with Lord of the Rings.
No, that's true. But I am
Just,
interested
yeah,
to see
wipe
what
their
they do
arse
with the
out.
game.
Yeah. James
mean-
Bond's meant to be sexist and not politically correct.
Is he?
I know I was trying to be posh, but I gave up on that. Oh, well. Yeah,
Yes,
sorry,
okay.
Mikey, you were saying.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
kind of
James
looking,
Bond.
looking
Everybody's
forward-
favourite misogynist.
That's the one I'm fucking use. Not masochist. Well, he might be into that. We never saw that in the movies.
New James Bond's going to be some sort of fucking deviant. It's just like starting a movie just snorting meth, right?
I thought Daniel Craig was leaving anyway, so.
No, Daniel Craig's left, so it'll be a new James Bond.
That's what I
There
mean.
is going to be a new James Bond.
Chris Pratt.
And the Broccoli's have sold the James Bond IP to Amazon, so.
We should give it to Johnny. He'd be a brilliant James Bond.
You'd be a fucking boss villain, actually, though.
I'd be a boss fella.
Yeah.
He'd be like that Blofeld from the early movies.
Mr. Bond.
Or like some
Mr.
juicy
Brown.
mechanic type that fixes up all Bond's like high-tech cars or something like that.
What the fuck are you doing, Master Martin?
Hey, you be your new butler.
Yeah.
Don't be
But,
Batman.
but yeah, anyway, just bringing it back to games. Bringing it back to games.
Yeah.
By the way, Andy, it's the Glacier engine. Hitman is made in the Glacier engine.
I knew it was something like ice or something along those lines.
Well,
Nice.
it's been continually updated since
Podcast.
they're now on like a
Anyway, sorry.
Glacier 2 thing.
Yeah.
And that's what First Light is on. It's on Glacier 2.
Nice.
Which
It's
is well,
amazing.
it's good.
Like if you like nice graphics and big sandboxy things that can kind of like show off what like your console can do sort of thing, check out the Hitman games, even the demos where they have like these huge big elaborate set pieces, these really
Yeah.
well imagined and thought
Yeah.
out huge big levels.
Fantastic level design stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
to apply that towards James Bond.
Good kids. I've just not got the patience for them.
Aye, that's true.
Aye, they want you to replay the same levels over and over again, and I was like I was saying earlier, I'm too fucking boring for that. I need like Like, I need
That's why
something a bit
I'm hopefully First Light will have that action and stealth that I like. I like a bit of stealth, but I also like a bit of fucking action. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want loads. I don't want a small amount of elaborate levels that we're supposed to replay.
No.
Yeah.
I want like a good chunk of levels that I can get through, and
Yeah.
like not just something that I'm supposed to revisit and see how many points I can get.
But yeah, anyway, so that's us. So First Light, obviously, we're kind of looking forward to see what happens with that. The other one was there's a new Lego Batman game.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's it
it
called
looks
again?
excellent. We'll see how it goes. Johnny, what were you about to say?
What was the new Lego Batman game? Is it the Legacy
yeah.
of the Dark Knight? Is that it?
I can't remember the name. It's called Lego Batman the Dark Knight or something.
Yeah,
Like
Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. So that includes all the movies and shit
Yeah, the movies
well.
and the characters. It's a bit like what they did with that Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga thing. It's a complete wrap-up thing.
It's the fourth installment in the Lego Batman video game series. It features an original story inspired by films and other media from the Batman franchise. So it's go bring in like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, Danny DeVito's Penguin, Heath Ledger's Joker, the Dark Knight trilogy, Jeffrey Wright and Jim Gordon, who played Jim Gordon in the Batman.
Yeah.
It's got an open and immersive Gotham City for you to go about, grapple, glide, open world, discovering crimes, challenges, rewards, secrets, and iconic landmarks such as Arkham Asylum, Ace Chemicals, and Wayne Tower.
Yeah, I've never bought a Lego game.
I've got loads of them though. I keep getting them.
I can get them. I can get them in the thingy. But I do think my stepson loves the Lego games. He always has. When he was a kid, even now. I think I will go half as real on that. It's on Unreal Engine 5.
Yep.
It's going to be out PS5, Windows, Xbox Series XS, Switch 2. It's going to release on May the 29th. And the Switch 2's to be announced, so it's not been announced for Switch. It's announced that it's coming, but not when. So that's the end of May, so we'll probably talk more about it for the May episode where I can get a bit more excited about it. Batman's my favourite hero.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it looks good. But
Buster, do your best I'm Batman impression.
I'm Batman. I'm the Batman. I'm the Batman. I'm the Batman. I'm the Batman.
Just imagine you with
Right
the
now,
black suit
scream
and the
where
wig.
is the detonator as loud as you can.
Is this like Truth or Dare now?
Yeah. I'm just getting off of my voice, that's what it is.
But anyway, I've got. Well, I like the Lego games, as you know, they're always fun. And I got one of the original Lego games. I think it's Lego Batman 3. I got given, and I played through it, and it's good. It's a decent game, and there were some achievements and some dying, and But the problem I found was that I'm not really a superhero person, so I didn't follow what was going on. Which shouldn't be an issue, but I kind of thought it was. So it'll be interesting to see if this is like that or not.
Yeah, no hard. Batman's parents got killed and he became a superhero.
I know that bit. I know that bit.
Do you
But
mean between like the DC universe and the Marvel universe and all the branch and storyverse, like multiverses and shit?
Yeah, like I've not seen any films or read any comics or anything or watched any programs.
You just follow the game. It tells you in the game.
Yeah, I think Lego Batman, it'd probably stand on its own sort of thing,
And
but it'll
Lego
probably be a lot there
Batman's
for fans.
Lego Batman stands on its own. It just has a lot of nods to the games, to the actual canon.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, this one looks good, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But HTC 105.
Mikey.
What?
Mikey.
What?
Do you want me to tell you how I got these scars? Sorry,
I
if
could probably guess.
you've not seen the movie, but
We need an episode where we just give Buster trying out different voice lines for
yeah.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
She said to me, "Why are you serious?"
We need
Well,
to
the
do a
only-
bunch
the
of
only other one I
Kratos
wanna
fucking
mention
get
says
God
right
of
here.
War line.
The only other one I want to mention since we're here is the new Fable game.
Oh yeah.
Could be interesting
Yeah.
whenever it comes along. I've never played a Fable game, but I know what they are. I've seen people play them in that. But obviously, not having played one kind of makes you that bit more interested in what they're cooking, you know.
Is it-
And it's made by Playground Games, the Forza Horizon people. And they've gone so far as to actually cancel Forza Motorsport to make room for this new game. And it's on the same engine, it's on the Forza Tech engine, I think it's called, as well, which is, which looks good. And it's like we were talking about with the Glacier engine. It's very good for great environments, lots of things going on, so I'm kind of excited to see what they cook up. We've seen videos and things of it, and it looks really good. It looks a bit like a Witcher 3 or something, but obviously it's not quite as
It's
big and fleshed out.
You like manage your town or your village or whatever as well, don't you?
There did seem
Like
to
I
be
seen a
bit
clip of
that,
it where he booted some guy out the house and gave it to someone else, and then he's like walking down the street later, and the guy booted out the house is now homeless and he's living on the street.
It's quite cool though how you get the sort of updating things going on. You know what I mean? Real
So-
time
That's
updates.
very strange. Like,
my ex-flatmate many years ago played Fable on the Xbox. I can't remember which one, but see if you kill chickens and that, you get a chicken name, some kind of
Aye,
funny
chicken
name.
chaser.
The villagers
Chicken
go,
chaser.
here comes the chicken chaser.
Yeah, he
and
talks
all
shit
that
at
shit. It was quite funny, yeah, because he was an Xbox man, I was a PlayStation man, and he loved the Fable games.
Watch it,
They did look interesting.
I only played that one, the very first one, and I think it was on the first Xbox. And it was if you did that much evil stuff, your guy would sprout horns out his forehead, and he'd have like red mist and loads of flies.
Yeah. Your actions like thingied how folk reacted to you and that. It was good fun.
And you
I
could
used to
play it
sit
like
and watch them
GTA.
play it.
You could go about like robbing. Well, I don't know if you could rob the shops, but you could attack folk and like cause shit, and the guards would chase you. And
Yeah.
It's cool, especially if
I just remember him going on about him getting called a chicken chaser or something like that.
chicken chaser. And then I think it was, from what I can remember, they went downhill from there. A lot of people were just disappointed after each release.
Yeah.
So I didn't play any of them from after the first one.
I just remember it being on OG Xbox because I hated OG Xbox controller.
Yeah.
I see. I got it, and I got the mini controller with it, and it was it was so much better.
I hated the big one where it was like fucking holding a brick in my fucking hand.
Yeah. I had one small one and one big one, and the big one, you're right, it was like holding a fucking giant.
You see,
or something like that.
I'd went from Mega Drive to PlayStation. So the Mega Drive's one of my favourite controls of all time. It fitted in your hand perfect. And then the PlayStation one kind of moulded in your hand as well.
Yeah, for me it was PlayStation, and then it was GameCube had the best one for
Even the GameCube one was a bit big for me, yeah. Like the N64 one as well. It was always a bit
N64
big.
was ridiculous. That was the worst design for a controller ever.
I know, because I played that on my mates. I played GoldenEye on my mates N64 and Mario.
Who the
and that.
fuck designs a controller for 3 hands?
Fucking ridiculous.
Fuck you. I don't know what it was.
Listen, we
Even at that point in time, they couldn't have thought about
in the 90s, right? Here's a break. We took a lot of drink in the 90s.
that. Must have been it, right? They were out their face on something because there's no fucking way they couldn't have thought, what if we just moved the D-pad over a bit? You know, fucking hell. But yeah,
That was
still one of the best
We're off
consoles.
a tangent there. I think we should wrap it up because Mikey's got a holiday packed for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So we'll wrap it up there, shall we, lads? And then we can,
Aye,
sign off until next month when we've got a bit more time to organise things. We just haven't had the time in the last few months to
Yeah,
write
Bobby
stuff and
busy.
record stuff and whatever.
Life
And I've got new work shift patterns.
Yeah, and like saying
shall
earlier,
I?
Dunk and Nick are away tonight, so maybe we'll get them back on as well. Want to get back on the Outlast Trials as well and all that stuff. We just need more time to do things.
Yeah, so
There isn't enough time in the day to do everything.
no, exactly. So all the socials are Gamer Talks on X, Twitch. You have the Gamer Talks stream on Twitch. You have Geographic Cactus on Twitch. You have High Arcade on Twitch. Pookie Vision on Twitch, who doesn't stream that much. Dumpster P on YouTube. Gamer Talks on YouTube. And obviously this podcast will be on the YouTube, but also be wherever you get your podcasts from.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I don't know.
Any questions for us? GamerTalksQuestions@gmail.com.
Yeah, do that. Maybe we'll get time to answer it next month.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for listening. Or
Keep the toxicity to the minimum. What's Pookie says?
yeah,
Eat a dick, John.
Do that.
It says that as well.
Yeah, everyone's got to say that.
It sounds weird coming from you.
Right, we're going to jump off, guys. See you later.
Peace.
Dun, 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 dun.